everyone, welcome to Tech Talks, where startup stories go beyond the pitch and pulse into the real innovation. Today's guest isn't just building tech, he's building rhythm. One founder representing powerhouse collective of 8 minds, Nishant Singh.
Hi,
Welcome.
thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
So first things first, 8 minds, one mission. How did that happen? Was it a brainwave over a chai, or did that grow organically over time, or how was it? It is too many perspectives flying around.
I wouldn't say it happened over a chai. It's a long story, but I'll try to keep it short. So we all met at our college, Goa College of Engineering, and we were all doing separate things. Few of us were in the same class, FE6, and few of them were in different classes. But I think in second year, few things clicked, and that's where we, got to start with all the things related to, I would say, foundation of the company, which is right now Cidroy, right? So I was working on few things, and few of the other members were working on few other things, but we were in the same wing, same hostel, same room. हम लोग ने तो मतलब 3 रूम को 1 रूम बना दिया था. We made 1 room into TT room, 1 room into library room, and 1 room into fun zone, ऐसा कुछ, right? So we were in the same hostel. I think that environment gave us the chance to work on something together, and the thing was, there was always a drive to solve problems, right? And we were working on few challenges which were being faced in fitness and event industry. And that's where Gym Connect got started, and also initially it was called Event Ninja. Now it's Calytics, but I think that's the iteration how it went through. So we started not actually with Cidroy. We started with 2 separate product companies, and we were working together on solving the challenges of the fitness industry, wherein we saw that few of the gyms which were nearby were facing challenges in terms of managing their staff, managing their clients, and all of that. So we thought ki chalo theek hai, let's try to solve it. What's the harm? And Akshay and Nikhil were the one actually who started on working on this, and me, Karthik, Kundan, and Vicky were working on something else, and Rama, Arun, and Priyesh were working on the event space, right? So, but we all thought कि इतना सारा काम कर रहे हैं, ये सब कर रहे हैं, let's bring it together. Let's try to, use each other's mind, use each other's, I would say, strengths and weaknesses, and try to build something together. So, we thought कि चलो ठीक है, let's bring it all together and build something out of it, and that's where Cidroy came into picture. Now, Cidroy नाम भी हमने choose नहीं किया. So actually Akshay's brother suggested this name. It means zest, and हमको तो पता भी नहीं था what it means. We thought कि चलो अच्छा है, पता नहीं है, Google की तरह है. Let's try to name it, make it something which could be a value to people in the end. So we started out Cidroy. We got some money by doing some volunteering works and here and there, and that's how we got started. Finally, in 2019, when we were ending with the engineering, we all decided we'll not sit for placement. We all committed to it, and none of us went for the placements, right? So then we went out and started building the whole company. 6 months in, COVID happened. Now we were in fitness space and event space. Imagine being in fitness space and event space during COVID. Everything shut down. Now we were, I would say, lucky enough to have a space with us. So Arun's dad was very kind enough to provide us with his 2 BHK without any rent. We had no money. We always thought कि हम घर से तो पैसा बिल्कुल नहीं लेंगे. We had laptops. So हमने वही लिया, and we had internet. उस point पे Jio and all भी नहीं था. So whatever internet we had. So उसके बाद we all started thinking कि अब करें क्या? Gyms बंद हो गए, events हो नहीं रहे, तो करे क्या? So we started on working, trying to help the gyms in getting their fitness centers online. जैसे cult हो रहा था उस time पे, cult was very new, I would say. And similarly for event space, we thought कि let's try to do something else. So we started out building drones. And Arun went out to Pune. He learned about कि कैसे drones बनाने, क्या करने, and we had no industry experience. We had nothing. But I think that was an advantage to us because we were like a blank slate. We created our own frameworks, we created our own systems, we created our own processes. So being hive of 8 or 9 people, it definitely wasn't easy. We all are different personalities. Everyone, each one of them. अभी आप उनसे मिलोगे भी तो बोलोगे यार ये 8 लोग कैसे काम कर रहे हैं साथ में, right? And that's a question we get asked a lot कि 8 co-founders, how are you still working? How is the company still alive? Decision कैसे लेते हो? क्या किया जाता है? But I think it happened over time. I wasn't the CEO of the company. कोई CEO था ही नहीं. We were just 8 friends working together to solve things. And I think that is what we are doing right now as well. And that's what we are building with Cidroy. So again, coming back to the COVID time, we started out, COVID ho gaya, kuch nahi tha. And we thought, okay, there is one thing we are really good at, and that is solving problems and building products. So let's just bring all of this together and try to do something. Now at that time even I was coding and all, and we decided नहीं ऐसे काम नहीं होगा, सब कोड करेंगे तो business कौन करेगा. So we all gave ourselves few I would say positions. We changed every 6 months. Right, we were handling a lot of things. But we got some clients from Dubai luckily, and we started out with some partnership and we delivered. पहला क्लाइंट तो ऐसा हुआ कि we had a call with him, and he was running a company based out of Dubai. He wanted to build a mobile application. We never built a single mobile application, and we said कि चलो ठीक है आप कर लो, and he sent the whole amount of the project on day 1. Usually क्या होता है, ट्रांजेस में दिए जाते हैं, माइलस्टोन्स में दिए थे, nothing like that. Everything happened on day 1. And we thought यार पैसे भेज दिए इसमें तो अब तो काम करना ही पड़ेगा. So we started out working, and then we slowly went on to building more projects, getting more people. And to answer your question, now we are 40 people team, 45 I would say. And one thing we learned is you need to have the mutual respect for each other. One. Second, you need to have system and processes. Right, I wouldn't say we had them in initial 2-3 years, but slowly we thought कि okay, this doesn't make sense because every time there used to be clashes. लड़ाइयाँ बहुत होती थी, right? हम तो दोस्त थे, हम तो गालियाँ भी दे देते थे. And but eventually we thought कि okay, we need to make some kind of framework wherein decisions can be made, and you need to respect those position. So that's how things got started, and we planned out everything. We created our own frameworks. We gave ourselves the roles and the responsibility, which was a strength to that particular person. So I would say that's how the whole thing came together.
Nice. So you picked Goa as your headquarters.
Yep.
That's such a vibe.
It is.
So how did that happen? Was it just was it strategic, or was just a luck? And now in Bengaluru, what led you open your second office here? So
first of all, it wasn't vibe or anything for us. I mean, we have been there for 25 years. I mean, all of us, right? And but it was more like a survival need for us initially. Since we had no place to go, we were paying nothing to each other. We were just hardly giving 5,000. Our friends were earning 50-60,000 at the time, and we were just taking 5,000. वो 5,000 में भी हम घर पे ही लगा देते थे, दाल चावल खाने में, पनीर खाने में, राइट, ये सब चीज़ें करने में, तो खाने में ही लग जाते थे. So but yes, we were trying to make some money, and Goa gave us that environment. I would definitely say one thing, that the government support at Goa is very good. So we registered as a startup, and we got a tranche. I mean, we got around 10 lakh rupees from the government to build our startup, which was a very helpful for us for building it. And even the policies in Goa is quite lenient for companies to come there and work. But yeah, so Goa happened. The reason being, it was more of a survival need for us rather than any kind of strategic decision. Now we have a great office in Goa. We have a beautiful office with a sea view. And one thing is, we have very non-traditional offices. So we started out with a flat, then we went to a villa. उसके बाद अभी जिसमें हमें, it's 2 penthouses together. I would say हमने सारा फर्नीचर सब निकलवा दिया, and it's a penthouse with 2 operating kitchens. We make sure सबको खाना मिले, because हम जब अपने उसमें थे, one thing we were especially in COVID time when we were facing hard challenges, हम पनीर एंड चिकन इन सब से दाल चावल पे शिफ्ट हो गए थे, पैसे नहीं थे, राइट, एंड वी वर ट्राइंग टू मेक श्योर कि चलो ठीक है, विल सर्वाइव समहाउ, घर से पैसे नहीं लेना है, कुछ भी हो जाए. सो दैट टाइम वी गॉट टू अंडरस्टैंड, यार कुछ भी हो जाए ना, खाना दो, ठीक है. दैट्स व्हाई वी हैव अ कुक एट आवर ऑफिस. कुक भी है जो खाना बनाता है सबके लिए, जिसको जो खाना है खाओ, राइट, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. सो वी हैव अ ब्यूटीफुल ऑफिस इन गोवा वेयर अराउंड 20-25 पीपल आर सिटिंग. सम आर वर्किंग फ्रॉम होम. Bangalore, it was strategic. So Bangalore has the ecosystem for companies to grow, for things like this to happen. आपको पॉडकास्ट करने गोवा में नहीं मिलेगा, कोई आके आपको पूछ नहीं रहा है कि आ जाओ पॉडकास्ट करते हैं, राइट. वी आर जस्ट वर्किंग देयर. So we were in our own cocoon, I would say, and that's when we decided कि चलो ठीक है, we need to expand, and now we have opened office in Gurgaon and Bangalore. And we decided, chalo, let's bring few of the team members to Bangalore. Let's explore Bangalore as well. Let's see how this city treats us, and it's been treating well for now.
Yeah. As per the research, you have collaborated with Indian Air Force and Navy. That's huge. Like, how was it? Was it emotionally that you have to build tech for our national defense?
Emotionally, yes, I would say. See, you need to understand the background here. So out of 8 of our co-founders, around 4 are from defense, right? So their fathers have always been in Navy, and we had this, and even I was studying in Kendra Vidyalaya, which was initially in an army campus. So I was also always around the defense personnel and the children of defense personnel. So it was, I guess, embedded within us, and we always wanted to start with it. Now, yes, it's always a huge deal to work with the defense and the forces of India, especially for your country. With emotional angle, I would say, एक pride भी आता है, right? That you're working for them. It's not always about money. It's not always about profits and loss. But वो जो pride होता है, that is more important. And I would say the landscapes have changed. These forces are become opening to startups, and to tell you a story कि कैसे start हुआ, I'll just keep it short. But we started out with just handling a single server for Indian Navy, right? And उस point of time पे we were very close to the naval campus, and they needed some help with the server management. हमको आता था but इतना अच्छे से नहीं आता था, so we went out, we learned कि कैसे करना है, and then we started taking the AMC for it. AMC is basically annual maintenance, and finally हमें उन्होंने अपॉर्चुनिटी दी, and we were doing it for 3 years. 3 साल तक हम बहुत छोटा सा AMC कर रहे थे. It was pennies, nothing. We were not even making money out of it, right? Finally, we got connected with the right people for the right type of problems they wanted. And actually, I wouldn't name drop, but there was a huge public listed company which was currently handling their particular area, but they were not handling well. And we went out and we said, okay, this can be done, this can be managed, but of course, you need to prove to these type of organization that you can do it.
Yeah,
so we actually invested our own money, and we solved the problem which the other organization was not able to solve for 1 year. We solved within 1 month, and they were so happy with us. They said, okay, their contract is ending in some few months, you just wait, and let's try and bring you guys on board. And that's how we got into, then we got to know ki acha, there are more challenges which needs to be solved, and that's how we started working. Indian Air Force ke sath to humne bahut chota sa kaam kiya. I wouldn't say we have worked a lot, but with Indian Navy we are working very, very proactively. We have plans for the next 3 years. We are working not just with Indian Navy, but companies which are working with Indian Navy. So we are working with ITD Cementation, we are working with L&T, we are working with Shapunji, right? And it is a moment of a pride for us. is it the most profit booking and all? Doesn't matter, right? But it is a moment of pride, and it is our way of contributing to the national defense.
Likewise, it is proud moment here too. So Cidroy is doing too many things at once, and it looks very seamless, kind of effortless too. And कैसे?
नहीं है seamless, वो दिखता है बस. It's not, but we have the liberty to do too many things, and it is a conscious choice as well. I mean, पहली बात तो we have such a large founding team, so a lot of ownership and lot of responsibilities can be delegated. Secondly, when we were in COVID, we got to know that if you don't have diversification, you will eventually die off, right? Because we got to know कि COVID हुआ, हमारे 2 काम जो कर रहे थे वही बंद हो गए. So what's the point? So हमने तो अभी decide कर लिया था एक चीज पे नहीं करेंगे. If there are problems which we want to solve, we'll create solutions for that. I mean, look at your company as well, HYI.ai, right? They are not just giving dedicated talents, they are also giving mentors, they are also giving, I would say, even GCC का काम कर रहे हैं, they are giving more teams, creative team भी दे रहे हैं, right? So I guess in today's world, you need to have this kind of diversification, and it's जैसे नेहरू जी बोल के गए थे, diversity में ही हमारी power है, ताकत है, right? So we need to have this diversification and we need to generalize it. काफी startups और काफी बार लोगों ने भी मेरे को बोला है कि यार focus करो, एक ही चीज पे काम करो. And even when we were bootstrapped for most of our time. We recently raised a few rounds of funds in last 3 months. That's a different story, again a very crazy story, but we'll not get into that. But we were bootstrapped for 5 years, and so every time, but we were trying to raise funds. It's not like that we were not trying. And whenever we went out there, पहले तो ये बोलते थे बहुत बड़ी co-founding team है, आधे लोगों को निकालो. क्यों निकालू भाई? मेरे friends हैं, they are my co-founders, they are working with us. Why would I remove them? Second, फिर बोलते थे कि too many diversification, बहुत ज़्यादा focus है, कम करो, एक ही चीज़ पे काम करो. क्यों करूँ? 4 problems पता है अगर मुझे, मैं 4 problems solve करूँगा, because I can, right? I am not looking to just show revenue, scale up and raise more funds and eventually get exit. What we are trying to build is something which would last generations. राइट, वी आर नॉट हियर टू, ऐसा होना चाहिए कि निशांत सिंह या मेरे जो बाकी को फाउंडर्स हैं उनके बिना भी कंपनी चले. दैट इज अवर गोल. वी आर नॉट जस्ट हियर फॉर बिल्डिंग आउट एंड टेकिंग एन एग्जिट. सो आई थिंक it is not seamless, but I think processes, system and definitely trust does help. And at the end of the day, we were built on that foundation. So हमारा foundation काफी strong था, and that's why we are able to do a lot of things. We will get into more things. Manufacturing में भी घुसेंगे हम तो, right? We are not just going to stay in software. So I think that's the power, and that's something we want to do, and we have accepted it. And we will not change the way we want to work.
So when you're talking about the solutions, are you a product company or a service company?
We are a product as service company, right? So we have been working with clients and services definitely, but we had this urge of building products and solutions, right? So that's where, I mean, we were working in supply chain for so long, and we helped many clients, scale up to another level. And whether it is startups who were just starting out with zero and now they are running around 300-500 stores, or whether it is companies who were running few warehouses, now they are running 100 of warehouses, right? So we helped them, and secondly we got to understand the industry at the same time. So that's when we thought, okay, there is still a gap. We got to understand so many products while we were building for this client and solving their problems. We thought, why don't we build something out of it? Why don't we build something which would actually scale up, solve problems, solve real challenges, and basically things which we wanted in other products but which was not there. That's where Rever came into picture, which stands for Revolutionary E-commerce and Retail. It is a supply chain solution which is handling end-to-end supply chain for clients worldwide. And It's being head by Nishant Singh, and then there is CWMS. So when we were working with Navy, we got to know different challenges when it faced during for the monitoring and all, right? So they were having multiple labors going in and out. There were multiple machines there. So we thought, okay, this is something interesting. We can solve this, and that's where we came up with our solution called CWMS, Comprehensive Workflow Monitoring System. And it's being head by Akshay, Kundan, and even Arun is taking some part in it. So that's the solution we are currently giving to Indian Navy. At the same time, now we are talking to other government and semi-government organizations to take it up. Similarly, Caletics, I mean, we were always into events and outdoor advertisement. हम ड्रोन बना के उनके ऊपर पिक्चर लगा के उड़ाते थे, राइट? वी क्रिएटेड अवर ओन ड्रोन्स. अभी भी वो 3 ड्रोन्स हमारे पड़े हुए हैं. अनफॉर्चुनेटली ड्रोन डिडंट हैपन फॉर अस बिकॉज ऑफ द कंप्लायंस इश्यूज विद DGCA. सऊदी पे गलत टाइम पे अटैक हो गया था, हमारे सारे लाइसेंस चले गए थे. सो लॉन्ग स्टोरी, काफ़ी गवर्नमेंट रेगुलेशंस की वजह से. बट स्लोली एवरीथिंग केम इनटू पिक्चर एंड वी थॉट कि चलो लेट्स बिल्ड Caletics आउट ऑफ फॉर द एडवर्टीजमेंट स्पेस एज वेल. So Caletics is being handled by again Rama, Arun, Priyesh are taking care of it. कार्तिक है हमारी टीम में, वो सब कुछ देखता है. वो खुद में एक स्टार्टअप है. हमारा एक टर्म है खुद में एक स्टार्टअप होना. वो खुद में अकेला एक बंदा स्टार्टअप है. And he's handling lot of things for us. Many other people have joined us in our this. So we are a solution oriented company which is currently providing, see, at the end of the day service क्या होता है? Even if you are a SaaS company, you are giving your product to a client and you are providing service to them saying कि ये SaaS चलेगा, अच्छे से चलेगा, on time रहेगा, support मिलेगा. It is a service and it is called software as a service, right? And उसको लोग product बोलते हैं. So we have solutions in-house. We are also helping other companies to build solutions. We are working with a Japanese startup which is Y Combinator backed. It's a huge company and we are working and taking care of some aspect of their product. So we help other companies to build these products and we have our own solutions which is helping people in different domain.
That's really great. In a world where screens dominate every attention span, you are investing on outdoor advertising with Caletics. What gives it such a staying power in your eyes?
I think you answer your questions for me. I think it's the eyes, right? Whenever we are going outdoor, we are, हम बाहर हैं कहीं पे, हम देखते हैं कुछ. So एक different kind of feeling आती है. And that connection with a brand is very different. Whenever you see a billboard, like चलो आपके कंपनी का billboard लगा हुआ है वहाँ पे HYI.ai का, right? And you see a billboard there, what would people do? You would take photos. आपकी टीम फोटो लेगी, लोग अपने साथ शेयर करेंगे, अपनी कंपनी में शेयर करेंगे, अपने व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में शेयर करेंगे. You don't do that with digital ads, right? And see, everyone is doing digital ads. There is noise. Outdoor में it's limited. क्योंकि space is limited, right? So that luxury not everyone will get. And we thought, now again, even though it's a premier space, it is a space which also is run by a lot of different kind of people, right? There is a lot of political connections and all involved. We don't want to get into that. What we want to get into is we want to make advertisement easier for brands to get it out, right? To reach out to the right audience, to be present. And that's what Caletics is solving for these type of brands. To give you an example, I think we are going to post a story soon, but there's a new society coming up, right? एक society में अभी 100 flats हैं. उस flat में side में Airtel का board लगा हुआ है and there is a Airtel pamphlet on my door. On first, there is a launch of this society. People are coming in. Airtel का देखा, मैंने देखा, बात सही है. मेरे को इंटरनेट चाहिए. मेरे दिमाग में क्या आएगा? I need इंटरनेट. किसको कॉल करूँ? मेरे पास पैम्पलेट भी है, मेरे पास सामने बिलबोर्ड भी है. मैं एयरटेल को कॉल कर दूंगा या जियो को या जो भी है, राइट? So that kind of presence is very important. And that is what we are trying to solve with Caletics. Even Caletics में भी हम screen भी है. We do digital ads. We do ads on taxis. We do ads on buses. we do ads on traditional hoardings as well, but we want to make it so simple for brands. जैसे आप गूगल और मेटा एड रन करते हैं, आप जाते हैं, एक मीडिया अपलोड कर देते हैं, एक बजट डाल देते हैं, एक ऑडियंस सेलेक्ट कर लेते हैं, डेटा के बेसिस पे यू डू योर एडवर्टीजमेंट. That's the kind of simplification we want to bring it for the advertisement world, and that is we are focusing only on outdoor. Many people told us कि यार do performance marketing as well, digital भी करो. We didn't do that. But anyways, all of this, I mean, building all of this solution, all of such a I would say big, I wouldn't say big, but it is big for us, right? हम तो बहुत छोटे से शुरू हुए हैं. It couldn't happen without the team, right? And I think at the end of the day, what everything we are doing, everything, whether it is related to business, whether it is related to building these companies and startup, we are building it for people, and nothing can be built without your team and your people. एक बिजनेस को चलाने के लिए वही सबसे जरूरी चीज होती है और कुछ भी नहीं. If you are taking care of your team, your business is taken care by itself, right? But definitely we as a startup face a lot of issue. हमने भी जब initially वो किया था, we didn't have the luxury to hire the teams. हमने काफ़ी freelancers के साथ काम किया था. हम Upwork पे गए थे. There is another called Fiverr something, right? ऐसे कुछ 4-5 platforms थे. We tried to get freelancers from there, but कुछ हुआ नहीं. Right, nothing happened, and these guys were not able to deliver. Whenever things happened bad for them, they used to ditch us, and that's where deliveries were not happening. And I think what you guys are doing with HYI.ai, I would say it's something which is need of the market as of now, because at startups we have tons of ideas. I have 5 POCs right now sitting on my WhatsApp group कि ये 5 चीजें करनी है, but we don't have the capacity to do that, and we don't want to do the hiring. We do have the budget, but वो long term hiring नहीं कर सकते. We need to get it done, get the MVP out, at least एक Bible चीज बन सके. And I think what you guys are doing is actually good in terms of providing me with a contract with you and not with the freelancer. क्योंकि हमने बहुत बार ऐसा हुआ है, फ्रीलांसर्स को पता है हाउ इंडियन सिस्टम वर्क्स, दे डोंट केयर अबाउट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स. सर जॉब से फोन आ गया, बॉस ने काम बढ़ा दिया, मैं आपका काम नहीं कर सकता, आप रहने दो, टाटा बाय बाय. एंड दैट इज व्हाट इज हैपनिंग. दे से टाटा बाय बाय एंड वी आर देयर विद आवर हैंड्स कि अब करे क्या, राइट? सो वी नीड अ पार्टनर लाइक यू. And I think we are having onboarding partners like you for getting our deals done in terms of building POCs, working with our clients. And especially I like the part where you have the relationship manager, because at the end of the day everything works on at human connection level. अगर आपका AI होता तो हाँ मैं काम नहीं करता, right? Because at the end of the day we want to talk to a human when we are facing problems, when we are facing challenges, and not talk to a bot or an AI who can't even think empathetically. Any particular founder, the best quality or anyone could have is being empathetic, right? So I think that's something brilliant what you guys are doing, and I am very happy that I am going to work with you.
Yeah, thank you so much, and the story was inspiring indeed.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing your story, your grit, and your vision. For everyone listening there, stay tuned, stay curious, stay aligned. If you're looking for a purpose in the post-AI world, HYI.ai might be your compass. Thank you. Signing off.